We are at Sullivan's Bar and Restaurant.
There's a lot to do in this area. You can't judge a book by its cover. If you go to the reviews for this place that we are staying at, they have a horrible Google rating. And if you read the reviews, it seems that the political leanings of the restaurant seem to bring about
Cause a
some
lot
of
of
those
backlash.
reviews. Yes.
So we are staying here. It's also a Harvest Host in addition to being a restaurant.
Yes.
We're gonna give a modified review of this place. It's not gonna be a normal campground. It's not a campground. There are actually quite a few campgrounds in the area, but for pulling in overnight, because this is just a one-night stop on a longer journey, we're gonna talk about what to expect here. Before we get into the whole review, if you like videos like this, please take a moment, make sure you subscribe, notification bell's on, that way you get notified when we release new videos. We are at Sullivan's Bar and Restaurant.
It's in Somerset, Pennsylvania, which is a tourist spot, which we didn't realize, which we'll get to in a little bit.
Now, how far are we from Ohio? Because that's our next stop.
Yeah, only about 3 hours.
You're kind of into PA, like
yeah,
Western PA, a little mountainous here. That's one of the things we'll talk about, the parking lot.
Now we're filming this in May. This will be coming out later, so you may see a jacket, and it is still a little chilly here in May, so hopefully it warms up quickly. Anyway, the location, let's talk about where this place is. As we said, it's in Somerset, Pennsylvania. On the way in here, anything you need, you're gonna be able to get. There's a couple Dollar Generals, there's tons of restaurants, pizza spots, fuel places. There's a lot on the way within just a 15-minute distance of here. And we'll talk about some other really cool features in a bit. Now, getting in and out is pretty easy. So it's off a main road and it's a huge
Everything's wide.
parking lot. So something to know about this Harvest Host, you can be up to 45 feet and fit in here. A lot of the Harvest Hosts, you have to, 25 feet, 35 feet, whatever, a huge amount of space.
And it's all paved. The road you were talking about is Pennsylvania Turnpike. I think we're about 14 minutes off the Pennsylvania Turnpike, but easy access. No matter what size rig you have, all the roads leading to you, even through downtown, are quite wide. So that's a nice thing. Now, talk about this specific spot. It is paved, like I said earlier. It's off as far as the level. Now, from front to back, depending on how you park, pretty level, but we are kind of in a mountainous area here. So we're about 6.5 inches off driver's side, being higher than the passenger side. We're able to level within 2 inches using our stack pads. That's why it's always good to have something to build up underneath for situations like this. It's off a little bit, but don't feel like we're in a fun house.
And when we got here, it says to check in with the host. I'm going to talk about the host a little bit because the host does get slammed a lot in the Google reviews, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
Important one for us is internet cell signal. Now on AT&T, we have 158 down, 8.64 up. That is using the Chester main event. If you want more information on that, we did a full video. We'll link it up above. We'll also put a discount code down below. Now, it's a pretty large lot. The only ones parked here tonight. So when we pulled in, if you can get a shot there, we pulled in right from that road, parked parallel with the road, and we're able to unhook very easily. Now, one of the big reasons we're able to unhook easily is because we flat tow this particular tow bar. We did a full video on this e-trailer tow bar.
No more trailer. No more
trailer. What we talked about in that last video, when we pulled in, the Tahoe wasn't directly, fully lined up directly behind. It was still a little bit turned. And if you have tow bars, sometimes getting that bar off can be challenging if it's not straight behind the motorhome. But with this XHD, which is a rebranded Demco, same stickers but less expensive, you see this feature it has here. When it's locked out, you just hit this handle and it's going to immediately unlock it. So when you're at a heavy angle, you're able to pull it out very easy. A couple more reasons why I love this tow bar. The rating, 10,500 pounds. Now our Tahoe is about 5,300 pounds. So we have almost double. We're not maxing it. You can see the way it's in the stow mode. It actually locks in, so it's not going to move. The cables, the emergency cables, they're routed right through the tow bars. Why that's nice is that it's not something additional that we have to do. We absolutely love this. It's set up, my hands are filthy right now. It's set up with our e-trailer tow bar over here with the emergency breakaway. We also have the Demco wireless lighting, and we have a bunch of other items that we get from e-trailer, which is a US-based company, great customer service, sponsor of our channel. If you want more information, they have almost everything you need from RV, from air conditioners to wheel caps, towing setups. They have a lot of things. If you want more information about them, we'll put the link down below. We've been using them for years.
If you pull in here and you're hungry, this is a good place to go. So they have all your typical bar foods. They have pizza and wings, and you have a few salads and, you know, jalapeno poppers, all the appetizers that you can want. So it's a pretty large place in there. So you go and they have some, like, it's very old school. I'm just warning you, it's not a fancy place. It is old school. So just be prepared for that, but you can definitely grab some food. Besides the food, there's a lot to offer here. I want to make a point because this is huge. When I went in to talk to the woman, and I'll tell you about her in a minute, I said, can we make a donation, right? Harvest Hosts usually give $30. I said, a Venmo. She said, no, don't worry about it. I said, no. We always make a donation because we're not going to eat. We don't really eat this kind of food. I want to make a donation. She said, please, no donation. We just want people to stay here. Not only can you stay here for one night for free now, but they allow up to 4 extra nights, $0. Guys, that's huge. If you look throughout Harvest Hosts, you'll see a lot of places offer extra nights, but many of them are $20 a night. 4 nights for free in this lot. That is really, really awesome.
Now the area itself does have a lot going on. The downtown's really nice, and
It's really nice.
there's a couple of state parks within like 10 minutes of here. That's actually another campground. If you want to pay extra money, stay at a campground, you can certainly do that. What we're using is just an overnight stop.
Right. They also have wineries. There's a winery right down the road. They have breweries. They have, as Izzy said, a lot of hiking, boating, skiing in the winter. You can see.
Probably really cold here in the winter.
Yeah, it's freezing in Pennsylvania. They also, which is cool, I wish we had time to go see it, very close to us is the Flight 93 memorial that they have. I guess this is near Shanksville, I'm guessing. So you can go see that. There's a lot to do in this area. And the woman actually told me inside, she said, this is a very touristy area, but right now there's not too much going on yet. Now, let's talk about this woman. So to preface this, we read the reviews on Harvest Host. The reviews were very good, but then I went to the Google. We always check Google ratings of restaurants and places we're staying, and it was a 3.2. That's really bad. I started reading the reviews, and many of them were about the food, but many of them were about the service and the people. I walked into this bar to check in. The woman came running up. Are you Harvest Host? She was probably one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. She was telling us where to park, telling us, do you have pets? There's a place to walk on the other side of the building.
She was interested in where we were going.
She said, where are you going? I was telling her our story. We were headed to Tennessee, look for a home, we're moving, all this other stuff. And she was so sweet. And again, politics seem to bring out the worst in people. But if you read the comments on Google.
Yeah, just go read the comments. It makes people figure it out why. Some people get upset.
A lot of the bad reviews were coming from. Our experience was different. Again, we didn't eat here, but apparently on Harvest Host, people say the food is fantastic. But in terms of kindness and hospitality, she was wonderful.
So what's our final take? What do we think about it? We would stay here again.
Yeah.
If you like that bar type food, the food's probably really good, just based on the Harvest Host. Again, those Google reviews, I think a lot of them were motivated by, go read them. You'll figure it out. But friendly, the lot's fine, major highway, nothing fancy, right? Yeah. But it's a Harvest Host. Part of the Harvest Host system, which it's a membership-based system. We've talked about it many times. So we want your feedback. Go read the reviews first on Google, and then tell us what you think in the comments below. Because if you do that, I know you're going to comment. And we want your feedback. We are on our way. Eventually, we're stopping in Indiana, so we'll have another Harvest Host tomorrow night and a bunch of new campgrounds that we're going to be heading to.
Yeah, now this video will be coming out much later, so don't be confused by the order. But yes, we are headed to another one tomorrow, which is also a very different one. I'm excited.
Yeah, and this is part of a bigger thing that's happened in our lives because our home is under contract right now. We'll do separate videos all about that. So there's gonna be a lot of changes for us. If you like videos like this to the left of us, we'll put our RV travel vlogs playlist. We'll also put our RV tours playlist. We thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the road.